What's happening, triathletes? Welcome to Desi Tri Coaching. I'm Coach Ray, and in today's video, we'll be talking about the three types of key sessions every triathlete should be including in their training plan. So, if you're new to the sport or you don't have a coach and are a self-coach athlete, you can use these three key sessions and build upon it and come up with a well-balanced training plan. So, without further ado, let's dive straight into it. Key session number one: low intensity, longer duration workouts. Key session number two: medium intensity, medium duration workouts. And key session number three, you guessed it, higher intensity, shorter duration workouts. Now let's talk about how these workouts might look like for a swim, a bike, and a run. All right, so key session number one for the swim. This is an easy swim. It's slower than race pace. So you could do something as easy as a 60-minute continuous swim. You could do longer sets of 400, 500 meter repeats. The intention over here is to keep the intensity low. If you're too tired from a bike or a run session, you could also throw in a pool buoy. This is going to help you keep your heart rate down as well. Key session number two. This is what we call race pace repeats, or slightly faster. So if you're training for an Olympic distance triathlon or a 70.3, you can incorporate sets of 200 or 300 meter repeats. The idea over here is to ingrain race pace or your goal race pace. So let's say your goal race pace is 2 minutes per 100 meters. You can try and hold 200 on 4 minutes or better. You can try and hold 300 on 6 minutes or better. This is going to ingrain race pace in you. Key session number three. The intervals over here are really short. They're a lot faster than race pace. So it could be stuff like 20 by 50s or 20 by 100s. Moving on to the bike. Key session number one is an easy long bike. So it could be 3 hours at 65% FTP. If you're not familiar with power, it's going to be zone 2 heart rate for you. Key session number two, this is going to be race pace if you're training for a sprint or an Olympic distance triathlon. If you're training for a 70.3 or a full Ironman, this is going to be slightly faster than race pace. So it can be intervals like 3 by 10 minutes around 90 to 95% FTP, or maybe 90 minutes at low tempo, which is around 80% FTP. Key session number three for the bike is going to be anaerobic capacity VO2 max intervals. So stuff like 5 by 5 minutes at 110% FTP or 5 by 3 minutes at 120% FTP. So these are a lot faster than race pace. Key session number one for the run. This is your LSD, your long slow distance. So anywhere between an hour to 3 hours, depending on your fitness level and your goals and where you are in the season. And this is going to be in zone 2. Key session number 2 for the run. This is what we call tempo repeats. It's going to be around half marathon pace for a few of you, but it could be intervals like 2 by 20s, 3 by 10, 3 by 15, again, depending on your fitness level and what your goals are. Key session number 3. This could include hill repeats such as 10 by 2 minutes building up to threshold heart rate, or speed work, 12 by 400s, 6 by 800s. So again, these intervals are short. They're a lot faster than race pace. So these workouts are not set in stone. These workouts are going to change based on your goals, on your current fitness level, and where you are in the season. So for example, on the bike, early in the season, I like to include stuff like 30 by 30 seconds for key session number 3. And then as the season progresses, I like to build it up to 5 by 5 minutes or 6 by 5 minutes at 110% FTP. Now these three key sessions can be used as a blueprint. You can build upon them. So if you have additional time on your hands, you could do a 4-hour bike workout and you could include some race pace efforts into it. So you could do a 4-hour zone 2 ride with 3 by 10 minutes at zone 3. That way you sort of merged two key sessions together. If time permits, you can add in a 4th session as well. So if you're getting closer to a race, you could include brick workouts now. So you could do a 30-minute easy run after you've done a long bike. So again, this is just a blueprint. It's a good starting point for a lot of intermediate and beginner athletes, and you can build upon this. And if you can check these boxes of key sessions 1, 2, and 3, you can be rest assured that you're not sort of overtraining or you're not neglecting any of your training zones. Alright guys, I hope you guys found this video informative. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time.